¿Qué me cuentas? Ok. Pues nada, en realidad. Bueno, ya puse el en vivo.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are
Ya
raring to go.
puse el en
Who's going to
vivo.
come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Well-timed command throw there. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Player 2 has the life lead. There's a
¿Ya
punish
sacaron?
count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Absorbs the
Que
attack and
sacaron
fires
algo
back.
en la
Takes
Sandiego.
a trip. Throws them to negate the
¿Pero qué
block.
sacaron?
Player 1 chases them down. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. That's some big juicy KO.
¿El qué?
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to
¿Y
keep
cuál
the
es el
ball
stand
rolling.
Azoka? ¿Cuál es?
Immediate jumping. How will they take
Ah,
advantage of
buenarda.
everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Max S.A. gauges, unbelievably in sync with the looking to impress with this super. There's nowhere to run. Just need to get hands on them for the interdiction. Player 1, a super art,
Ah,
just goes for it at this range. The Dragon Last
Ah,
giving them a
mames,
side
qué
switch on top of the damage. Now experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Amnesia. Reads the throw and escape. Knocked him out of the air. Oh, they took the base. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Sure you
Ah.
can? Slips the grab. Gets a chance with that jump in. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Gets out of the corner. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in. Will this super art connect?
tamales.
Goes to the overdrive. Reads them. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Knockdown. Grabs them with the embrace. In there. Player
Adivina.
2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Clean parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Free glove. Jumps in. There's a chance. Bends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Counting on the super to do the job. Goes experiencing burnout. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time.
Buena.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build
Ya te
themselves
siento
a
con
streak.
Mood Street.
How is this rematch
Ah,
going to
entonces
play out?
vámonos.
Are we going to witness a blow up here? Grabs them.
Ah, qué perro.
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage
Chinga.
here. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Blocks the jump in. There's a corner switch. Avoids getting cornered. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 is going to have a hard time
Sure.
managing their drive now. Gets the jump in. Does a good job of pushing back. Takes a trip.
Chin.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Jumps up with this super art connect.
No,
The Dragon Last Win, giving them a
Palobi.
side switch on top of the damage.
Ya, me.
Burnout activates. They
Sí.
couldn't shake the projectile. Player
Ah,
1
come
takes
here,
the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump in. Pops him with a Shoryu. Blocks the low heavy. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They were right to be on guard there. Pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Counting on the super to do the job. Using their drive to maximize their damage. They're going for the super art. 3-volt. Hit them with a stopping block. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Fires off the Chernobyl. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Barely blocks the jump in.
Uf,
The throw. Reglide. Player 2 close out the last round with a super. They spent that cash, but will it come back to bite them? Amazing! Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of clutch anti-air. This is the time to cruise them from above. Nothing stops this train.
¿ganaste una?
All on this level 2 super arm. Mitch comes off the tank and
Ah, la primera con el Shuriken.
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Goes for the jump in to start. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Player 2 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Boxing with a target. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Reads them. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so brushes that off and keeps going. Jump. Not close enough for the throw. Yo, put that away. What'll happen here? This is the ideal range to... Oh boy. Level 2 super. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They're going for the super art, the Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna... Sets up with the jump in, fools them and locks them in embrace. Okay, here we use it to teleport. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Throws them. Both sides getting ready. There's a burnout.
No mames, no mames, no mames.
We're going into the
God.
round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The jump in is denied. Jumps up. Pops him with a Shoryu. We're just getting the low block.
Ah, se le quedó la batería, espérame.
What'll happen here?
Espérame.
With a throw.
Ah, se volvió a apagar
That throw
el
did some
control.
good damage.
Qué marica si estás jugando. Qué marica eres. Qué marica, no chile, qué marica. Qué marica, qué marica.
Gonna get burned. Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Lazuka throws him in the minefield. Gets the corner switch. Huh? Nothing but air. Both sides getting ready. Big
Ching.
time whip. What are they gonna do? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Turns out.
Ah, qué marica eres.
Oh, here we go. Player 2, are you
Qué marica eres. Te dije espera, Qué
Player
marica.
1 made
Qué
all
marica
the right
eres.
moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run back. Clutch, anti-air. Both of them were ready for a throw. Jumps. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state.
Ah, qué marica.
Knockdown. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Knockdown. Gets the counter. A little too greedy there. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake, and the throw ends the round.
Fuck.
Player 1 picks up the always important first
Nah, voy a
round.
jugar mariquita ahí que si me acerco, Shoryuken, entonces bye.
Both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Raids them, but experiencing burnout. Max SA gauges. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough.
Usó un level 3 para salir de ahí, pero no quisiste.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. There's an overdrive option. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. 3-volt? Tons of space, uses the teleport. Excellent block. Player 1 needs to take advantage of the flow coming for you. Nothing stops this train.
Oh.
Target combo into connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Player 1 still has the
Sí, buenarda.
right there. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Noticeable drive impact misses. Denied. He's cool and knocks him out. What a finish.
Básico.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Dale otras 5 y ya. Hoy no siento el feeling.
Barry grabs them with the embrace. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Goes for the super art? This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? Hold your breath.
No.
Combo
¿A ti te gusta?
sees the combo through and takes the round.
¿A ti te gusta?
Player 2 picks up the always important first round.
No que la UFC y que la...
From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. How is this round going to develop? Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take brushes that off and keep going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Knockdown and player 1 needs to use the threat of the burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jumps up, crowns him from above. Going in, looking for a chance. A jump, they're going for the super art. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Oh my, the throw tech. Doing some quick planning, knocks them out of the air.
Sí.
Player 2 can't use any
Ah, la cagó, la cagó, la cagó.
Super comes off the tank and scores the win.
Pues no lo vi.
Gets the win in a convincing fashion.
No lo vi. Sigue intentando. Suerte para la próxima.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. How's this? Misses the grab. Hits him with a stopping block. Low kicks are a no-go. Well-timed command throw there. What are they thinking here? Down to the wire. Combo with the target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. So they takes a big gamble and whips out a raw super. Taking stock. This is looking bad. What are they going to do? KO.
Easy.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Grabs them, Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last
Che
round.
autocombo.
It's going to be even
Ay,
more
qué
important
asco.
in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They're backed up into the corner. Digs in deep to get that drive in. The Dragon Last Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Now busts that off and keeps going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. 3-volt? And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Time to reassess the situation? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Cages them in with the left Shuka. Oh, what's this? Flatline zone.
Oh yeah.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if
Uf,
they can build
estuvo
themselves
cerca.
a streak.
Las últimas dos para llegar a 8.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? The jump in catches them. Throws them. What's next? Player 2 has the life advantage. He's got a small life lead, but it's not over. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive use. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO.
Me
Player
tocaba
2
mi venganza.
sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The super good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 1 chases, hold your breath. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Hits him with a stop and pop. Burnout activates. Player 1 is not in a good place to Noble. Smart decision there. The chip damage was
Nada,
enough.
sí, me equivoqué.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Dos más, las últimas dos.
Right back into the rematch.
Penúltima,
We ain't even
penúltima.
close to
Tú
done.
puedes.
Nice tech. Was looking for that jump attack. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You
Ah,
don't want to
fuck.
get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 chases them down. Hold your breath. Combo with the target combo. Sticks the combo. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Nice counter. That counter's got to have rattled them. Who will gain control of the match in the early going?
Oh,
Gets the counter hit throw. All right, what's coming up next? Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. They just said, get that jump in out of here. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps up, hits them with a stop and bomb. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super.
GG?
They're
Nah.
not playing around here. Player 1 is
Oh.
time win.
sí.
Getting up close and personal. They're gonna teach
Sí,
you.
vas a ver mal si no lo hacías.
Play with fire.
Fuck.
Get burned. Shut up. Player uses their drive gauge.
No mames.
Both sides getting ready.
No mames.
There's a burnout. Fools approach
Oh.
to see it out.
Tenía que intentarlo.
Player 2 is a force
Gol
to be
gana.
reckoned with.
Pues sí, no siento el feeling
Not
hoy
over
pelea,
yet.
por
Best
lo visto.
believe it's time for that run back. Sure you can. Impact's a no-go. Decides to meet them in the air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player
Chinga.
1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Can they outlast it?
Qué marica.
Super juice into this
Qué
combo for
marica.
more damage. Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Takes a trip. Drive Gauge finally recovers. Grabs them with the embrace. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They
Por
took advantage of
putito, por
every chance.
putito.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything
Oof.
up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Box him with a target combo.
Está bueno.
You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps, knockdown, and... Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Drive Gauge is almost empty. They got to be careful. Player 1, the Dragon Last Flame, giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Drive Gauge, they can't squander this punish counter chance. All in with a rush. Dribble opts for the critical art.
Meaningless efforts.
Y es critical.
Caught by the interception. Doesn't matter how far you run, he's gonna get you. And the damage is unreal.
Oh, la madre.
Going in, player 1 can't use any
No.
super hard incoming. That
Oof.
amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they
Pues
can
gol gana,
build
bro.
up that streak.
La 10, la partida
It's
10.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Pops him with a
Okay.
shorty. Blocks the low heavy. Great work finding the opening. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out?
Oh,
Both fighters are pretty much
qué
unscathed.
marica. Ya voy a hacer puro teletransporte.
The neutral game is
No
much
tiene
harder
sentido
to
jugar
control without
contigo.
a full drive gauge,
De
so they'll be
cerca.
looking to
Ahí
flip it
voy.
back up. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 1 is in burnout, drives off the table. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Blocks them with a shorty. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have...
No mames, ¿por qué no burlar?
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological
No pico
advantage.
R1 ni siquiera. R1
Ooh, it
es
looks like they're
party.
waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up
Ah, qué
and running.
marica. Va. Ya me acordé
Somehow
por qué.
pushes back all the way to center,
¿Por qué me
splits them with
gustó
the
JP?
stop and block. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Uses the gauge for the super. They are not playing around here. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Just goes for it at this range. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to experiencing burnout. Burnout activates. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. This is the final round.
Easy
Expect
peasy.
to see some fireworks. Throwing some shade. The impact doesn't do anything. Gates them and goes in for the hug. Uses the teleport. Excellent block. Player big time whip. Back into the corner. What setups do they have? Reads the throw and escapes. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Inside.
No, eso va a estar feo.
The cherry on top.
Perdí, creo. A ver, es esto el león. Sí, ya mame. GG's, gol gana. Te fuiste como campeón, bro.
They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 1
Sí, mame.
blocks the low kick. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. A real
Uf.
tough nut. What a
Sí,
finish.
no, mame. Ahí cuando tenía poca vida hubiera sido presionando botones como loco, pues ya no puedo hacer nada, me bajas un buen de vida. Ujú. Sí, te alejaste al contrario, hubieras presionado.
This can lead to some big damage. Raise him. Brushes that off and keeps going. Combo with the target combo. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive, they've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. With the life gap opening up, KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happening? Heats it up with a combo into super. Perfect time to spend the meter. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Now, can they finish the job? A quick breather. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Experiencing burnout. They're going for the super art. Using burnout activates. Perfect KO. They were in full control there.
Enojar.
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Pues que amarilla, ¿no?
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Ya, yo creo que en la
So,
siguiente.
what are our fighters planning in this opening round?
Yo creo que en la siguiente, no siento el fighting spirit.
Staves off the cross up. Track that jump nicely.
No.
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Goes for the command grab. Player 1 is in burnout.
Yeah, man.
Drives off the table. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Combo with the target combo. Burnout activates. Well timed. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night.
Mimir, yo
What
creo
else can
ya,
they get away
nadado
with?
ya.
They were right to be on guard there. Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player experiencing burnout. Jinrai kick from
Me
ends the meter.
equivoqué,
Hoping
feo.
for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Está mal.
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're backed up into the corner. The low kick hits. Low heavy, but no go. 3 volt. Hits the drive.
No, tampoco
The
está mal.
throw is denied. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Crowns them from above. Player 2 drops them. Barely blocks the jump. Doesn't set the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They were right to be
Pero
on
ya,
guard.
ya vi, puro show de pa' allá, la cabra, ya.
Jump brings out an early super to pop all in with a rush. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Can both fighters continue without drive? Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. What now? Burns out. Player 2. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. There's a burnout. Uses the teleport. Oh, yo, Rock super. What a finish. Player 2.
Ah, qué pendejo, ahí va, ahí va, ahí va, ahí va, ahí va.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Throws him down.
¿Eh?
What are they thinking here?
No, el
Uncomfortable
chile
space.
no.
Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Gets them.
Estás pendejo.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Going in, anti-air drops him. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 will look to use the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish.
Creo que fue
Nice
perfecto,
and
¿no?
clean. Taking no prisoners.
Pero si no te va ni un daño. Oye, todavía no lo meten al grupo, ¿verdad?
You're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Sí, como que... Lo que sí es que no lo he visto conectado en
We
Ford.
ain't even close to done yet. Player 2 has the life lead.
Ah, pues ahí no fue, que porque es sushi,
It's not
¿no?
over. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The attack is parried. And this time the perfect parry, but is still safe. What a
Sí.
clutch side kick there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance.
No
The
traje.
super armor does its job. Knockdown. Throws them.
Le compré sus cartas repetidas por
Good
200
job
pesos.
blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Brushes off the
Espérame,
impact.
déjame.
Turns it up a
Déjame
notch and sends
concentrarme
them
para
to the
este
corner.
pendeje.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting
Tiene
tense.
movimiento.
They break things off to take a quick breather. Springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown and drive rush to keep it going. The dragon
Y no
rush
sé cómo
and-
frenarme. ¿Tú sabes cómo frenarte?
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Engages them in with the left shuka. Uses the gauge. Can this super art set things into motion? Player 2 has the life advantage. Now, can they finish the job? Can't tech the throw.
Ay, me caga quien, me caga quien. Me aburre.
Easily escapes that throw attempt. That tech what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Player 2, burnout activates. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Going in, not much life left, but their drive pay, oh.
Ok, ya le gané y ahora.
Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Goes for the jump in, connects with the throw. Rushes that off and keeps going. Engages them in with the left shuka. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. All in with the rush. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for off the block?
¡Oh!
Come on now,
No me lo vi venir. Muy raw para mi gusto.
Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is gonna hurt. They've got about half life left. What's the blow coming for you? Player 1 is on the brink of disaster. Uses the teleport. Gotta do better than that. Crowns him from above. Ugh, take a seat. The throw is denied. Dangerous range here. Starting the party. Both avoiding the wall like a nothing. This train.
Easy.
Who are they swinging at? Only a little. Oh, it's enough. Player 2.
Ajá, los de Panini. Las que les hayan repetido, le dije, pues ya te las compro. No, yo no he comprado más que los 2 sobres que venían y ya. Pues le dije, pues si me vendes esto, ajá, y si me vendes eso, pues ya me facilita saber que no me van a seguir. Sí.
Still very early in the round.
De hecho, igual él va a ver Oppenheimer el lunes con nosotros.
Plenty of time left. How's the match
Sí.
gonna play out? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge
Oh.
in? Tricky territory here. Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. Easily escapes. Responds to
Qué
the jump
marica, no me
with one
estás
of their own
esperando
to
tu
drop.
Shoryuken, ni siquiera estás peleando.
On the lookout for
Qué
jump.
marica, puro enganche Shoryuken, sí, por eso, pero es más
Let's see how
lento.
things open up. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity
Pues llevo
with
4
no
victorias
way to back dash
consecutivas.
out of danger. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Smart throws, that'll do more damage than usual. Changes the
Okay.
pace with an air-to-air. Opts for the air-to-air, brings out the super.
Ahí está, ya.
How is it gonna work out for them? Combo with the target combo. Burnout activates. Both fight and pay. Oh.
Güey, huevita,
Player 2
huevita.
takes the round like a thief in the
Huevita,
night.
huevita.
What else can they get away with? Baits them and goes in for the hug. Throwing some shade. Can't
Oh.
tech the throw. Jumps. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 can build off this lead. A quick breather. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management.
Qué marica, qué hueva.
Aired money, don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu.
Pues sí, pero no quiero jugar Como se juega JP.
A throw is denied. What a read.
No, no, gracias.
That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Not impact counter.
No, sí, muy obvio.
Oh, that's so sick.
Sí mata, sí mata.
Combo finishes it. Last round, people.
Qué bueno,
Both
sí.
fighters gotta go all in from this point. Oh my, the throw tech. Smart play with the throw. Player one took that round comfortably.
Sí.
No need to bring out the big guns yet. Okay, here we go. The throw is denied. That throw's gonna take off a chunk again. Getting it all on this level 2 super arm. Make smart use of the game. Good, breaks it. Burns out. What now? Oh, yo.
Ah, me salió el último pico, si no, pinche combate.
And it crowns him from above. Amazing. A real test of nerves here. Excellent. They're just gonna go for it. It's over.
Easy, easy, easy.
Player 2 is
Aunque me está gustando este nuevo movimiento que estoy sacando de corre rápido y patadita baja. No te la estás esperando.
Just believe it's time for that run back. Goes
No,
for the
sí, es lo
jumping.
único que veo, enganche y
Player
esa
one
madre.
creates a good
Así
corner
que-
opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to
Ah,
back
hueva,
out.
mil.
Lots of aggression from both sides.
Pues sí, no voy a saltar, pues voy a jugar de otra
Properties that
forma.
attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances
Ah,
like
qué
that.
hueva.
Holds out with the block.
No mames, es que te la pasas sin
Player one
enganche, mira.
is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown.
Hueva.
Needs
Estoy
to deal with this
ganando.
burnout. The
Pero sí da
throw
hueva.
misses. At this range, Mech goes for the super art. The jump in catches them.
Uy.
Can't tech the throw. Player one
Ay,
creates
hueva.
a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes.
Hueva.
Checks with a medium kick. Taking stock. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge.
Hueva, hueva, hueva.
Player two hits them for
Hueva.
always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Having them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? 3-volt. Player two has a slight life lead. Torvala. Looks like they both want to stay. They were right to be on guard there. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown. Burnout activates. Players, they're going for the super art. Fires off the Genova. Untouchable. Impetuous. Impregnable. And
Hueva,
perfect.
hueva, hueva.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They knew
No,
that's
qué
what was coming.
mamada, ya me dio hueva.
Brushes off the throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Goes for the command grab. All right. Player two chases them down. Impact's a no-go. Very solid corner switch. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? This is looking bad. What are they going to do?
Uf,
Neither of them willing to back off here. The pressure is so intense here. Snipes them out the air. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Erase them. Player two has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Denied! Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Jumps in. Not much life difference. Bends the meter. Hoping
no,
for a
muy
good
mal. Muy inesperado.
Player two is in a pretty good situation. Anticipated that throw. Jinrai kick
Ah,
for a
puedo
mix-up.
hacer eso, sí es cierto.
Jumps! Oh my god, what a throw tech! Uses their drive gauge! Hold your breath! Knew the throw
Oh, la
was
cagué.
coming. Player one is in
¿Cómo
a very
sería?
good
Sería,
corner
no,
throw
no,
and
no. A ver, ahorita lo voy a intentar
here's
así.
the final
Ok.
round. The Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent. This Dragon Last Flame could be big.
No.
Now, adds a bit of OD spice there. Medium kick hit. Sets up with the jump in. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Good decision with that throw. Home kick, drive rush. Dangerous range here. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. All
Me
the
está gustando, creo que ya sé cómo utilizar entonces esta cosa para
Reads the throw
presionar.
and escapes. Bazooka throws them in the
Ah, eso es
mind.
GG's, pero bueno.
Presence of mind to pull the trigger. Let the Chernobyl rip. Amazing, what a finish. Player 2 was an absolute
Oye, pero me
beast
está
in that.
gustando eso, ¿eh? No, necesito ver cómo me freno.
It's not
Sí, es lo que
over
te estaba
yet.
preguntando
Best
hace rato, que
believe
qué
it's time
tal.
for that run back. In with the crosser. Goes for the jump in. Jumps up, pops him with a shoulder. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters.
No.
Combo with the target combo. Strings it all together. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Burnout activates.
No. Uf,
Knockdown. Player 2
no, Palovi,
ends the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nails the anti-air. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 has a slight life lead.
Nah, las que ganaste fue por trampas.
But no one has dominated the fight. Amnesia
Ay, bro,
jumps up, a parry,
bro.
and goes in for the hug. Drive time. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2, burnout activated. Player 2 is dominating this match.
Bro, don't say blowjobs.
And it's
Mary
just
Jane.
enough. Solid read on the bars. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Dragon Lash. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Departure set. Whoa, coming for you. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Blast super art incoming. Oh, in with a rush. Very nice Gridlock. Coulson uses the teleport. Closes it out.
Facilito,
Player 2 gets the win in a convincing
facilito.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants. They were right to be on guard there. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Box him with a target combo. Taking stock. KO.
Hola,
Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Absorbs, lands a punish counter for the first hit. Combo with the target combo. Smart play with the throw. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Big opportunity coming. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player experiencing burnout. Flashes him. Loses the gauge for a super art. Shippujin right hit. Good damage option there. Going in. Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. Looking for a chance. They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge. He uses the teleport. Gotta do better than that. Stone Cold Embrace. In there.
this is the way.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Brushes that off and keeps going. Combo with the target combo. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Decides to meet them in the air. Taking stock. Misses the drive impact. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. All right, what's coming up next? Jumps up. 3-volt. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Both fighters planning something? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Side switch in the corner. They gotta pull the trigger on their drive. Not much movement, but the push cages them in with the Lashuka. This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe. Nice.
No. Y todo por gastar. No, fue mi error. Ya y que nada, estás picando de Shoryuken. Me mamé.
Grabs him. Departure set. Sticks the jump in. Still slugging it out at this range. Quick dashing. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have, springs forward with the drive rush. Shinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1 will look to him, bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Getting it all on this level 2 super arc. Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. All in with a rush. In attack range. Turns out. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Oh, yo! What are you jumping in for? One more.
Y era hora.
Player 1 made all the right moves.
No, yo siempre voy a cero mood. Venía con mucho mood y me diste hueva.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps up. Decides to meet them in the air. They're on the lookout for jumping.
Si venís de actualización, yo no lo actualicé.
Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 2 has the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Deftly shuts out the jumper. What did they think? Does a good job of pushing back. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game of end of throw ends the round. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Impact's a no-go. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Combo with the target combo. Taking stock. They're spacing, it springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Blocked across a good read. Pops them with a shorty. Going in. A throw is denied. What a read. You drive rush to keep it going. Turns out. Pounding them with the Lashuka. Can they stand the heat? Up to spend the meter on the Chernobyl rip. What's next? Player 2 drops them to half. Oh, yo, raw super hit. Reads the jump in perfectly. Who's gonna cross him hard? Will this super art do anything? That amazing, never say die.
Se puso nervioso, se puso nervioso. Se puso nervioso. Last one, para que sean las 20 y ahora sí ya me dio huevita. Mucho.
Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. They knew that throw was coming. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Solid combo. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Throws them. What's next? Knockdown. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player 1 chases them down. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting goes for the super art. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their
No,
opponent
ya
into
vi que
making a
saltar
mistake.
contigo no sirve.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Big super hard hit. It's on. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Grabs and throws him away. Burnout activates. 3-volt? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. KO.
No.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
De chill,
How
descansa.
is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Combo with the target combo. Deal some damage with that quick combo. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Takes the chance to hurt him. Got their eye on the air. Hits them with a stop and pop. Combo with the target combo. Bends the meter. Hoping for a...
No, muy mal. Te hubieras estado nada más la barra amarilla. No, no vas a
Player
llegar.
1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. They were expecting that drive impact. Grabs him. Jumps in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Early round decisions are so drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. 3-volt. Blocks it. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Knockdown and... This is a turning point. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Denied. Hits the air throw. Solid anti-air. Still scrapping for control. Genius read with that throw escape. Perfect tech. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side swing. The super art there. What's coming next? All in with a rush. Player 1 needs to take advantage. Knew the throw was coming. Target combo into the Triglav skewers them. Tons of space because tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Where's it going? Anti-air in the clutch. What a finish!
¿Mandé?
Player 2
Ah, sí, con él me voy a dormir.
top of the
Descansan.
Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. 3-volt ices him. Superb reactions on display. Grabs
Un
him.
poco.
Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. He's got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Blocks the jump in. Reads them. Player takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They're barely hanging KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Was looking for that jump attack. Goes to the overdrive. Box him with a target combo. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Jumps? Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Adds a bit of OD life.
Funcionó.
Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to
No
good
te dio
use.
tiempo de verlo, ¿no? El
Closing it
ataque.
out with a super art finish. Nice and clean.
Me imaginé. Ok, creo que ya sé cómo usar el de ese rápido.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back
Ah,
into the
pues sí,
rematch.
qué
We ain't
menso,
even
mira, a ver
close
tú
to
cómo.
done. Brushes that off and keeps
Mira,
going.
es 1, 2.
Combo with the target
Ah,
combo.
sí, mamaste, pero mamaste
Player
feo.
2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Well-timed command throw there. Takes a trip.
El que tú también haces luego de la patada.
Down to the wire. Boxing with a gets him.
No, porque chocamos.
Player 2 tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and
A ver si
everything
me
from here
sale.
on out is so experiencing burnout. Changes
Ah,
the
no
name
me
with the
sale,
left super. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. Shippujinra hits. Good damage on it. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very... Gets him with the anti-air. 3-ball. Springs forward with the drive rush. This unleashes some big damage. Fools him and locked in there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Creo que ya la tengo, ya tengo la jugada. A ver.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hits him with a stop and block. Box him with a target combo. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Tries to throw but doesn't connect. What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the
Ah,
opponent into the corner.
pare, mamá, usted
Tries
no
some time by driving
falló.
them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Got their eye on the air. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Experiencing burnout. Well-timed corner switch. Free glove. Pops him with a shorty. Kenobo. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 chases them down. Ah, burnout activated. Player 2 can build off this lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge.
A ver si me
This
sale.
is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Level 3 super.
No.
Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está, ahí está. Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está.
Oh, let's go. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters hit the drive. Springs forward with the drive rush. That's a counter. Life lead is
A ver,
there.
a ver.
Still anyone's game. All in with the rush. Player
Sí,
quick
casi,
on the
casi,
level
casi
2
un poquito
super.
más rápido.
Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can
No,
build
porque el mío
themselves a streak.
siento que puede hacerte un combazo, pero así de
It's
mamá.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Grabs them with the embrace. Player 2 has the life advantage. Can they exploit this advantage? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player
Oh,
1
¿cómo
is
hiciste
going to
eso?
have a hard time managing their drive now. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Combo with the target combo. The throw misses. Life lead opens up. The attack is parried. Takes a big gamble.
Sí,
and
hazlo,
rips off
vamos,
Raw
haz lo
Super.
tuyo.
All right,
Yeah.
what's coming up next? Jumps up, grabs him, somehow pushes back all the way to center stage.
No
Hits him
mata,
for the
no
stun.
mata,
This might
no
be over
mata.
right here. Oh God, this is tense.
¿Qué?
KO.
Pues no sabía, se iba a poner
Player
nervioso.
2
No.
takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Experiencing burnout.
Entonces, ¿cómo se llama?
Uses the parry.
Combinar las patadas junto con esa.
Takes them and goes in for the hug. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive
Porque sé
gauge.
que se puede,
Now
ya
the
la había sacado antes.
Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Ah, burnout activates. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Going in. Free glove. Turns out. They're going for the super KO.
Easy, easy
Well,
peasy.
listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Throws him. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Knockdown. Strings it all together. Big counter. All right, what's coming up next? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The Nuke experiencing KO.
Ah, qué mamada.
Player
Me
1
equivoqué.
picks up the first
Saqué
round.
pico en lugar
That'll
de
give him a psychological advantage.
Yo estoy
Goes for the
durmiendo.
jump in to start the round. Grabs them with the embrace. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 can burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score. Gauges them in with the Lavshuka. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with a short stop. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game god? There's a burnout. Player 2 with the lead.
Sí, pero es que estoy probando el otro combo.
With that throw. Player 2, will this super art do anything? Both avoiding the wall like a blade. A jump in? How did they read that throw? Meets them in air.
Perfect.
Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got it. That combo finishes it.
Vamos
Player 2 was an
a
absolute
intentar combinarlo.
beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Shoryuken dashes up, throws them to negate the block. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 2 chases them down. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Where's their opening? KO! Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. The throw misses. How will they take it back? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Burnout activates. A quick breather. How much they're going for the super art? Cages them in with the Lavshuka. Oh, let's go. Revolve. Uses the teleport. Get low heavy, but no go. Life lead is the KO.
No, qué
Brings it
pendejo.
home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Pues ya, ¿no? GG.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Can't tech the throw. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames,
Buena.
making for a potentially high return. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Whip lands a punish counter for the first hit. Bops him with a target combo. Drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? The life lead opens up. Can they jump on an opening here? Oh, they're they're in the corner now. No running away. Counters with amnesia. Nice read. Ooh, what a smart throw. Knockdown and getting it all on the truck. Sneaks in the throw.
Sí.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build up.
Pero está bueno que ya estemos intentando meter esas corridas de con verde.
We ain't even close to done here. Grabs them. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is complete. Goes for the super.
Oh.
I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Starting to sweat a bit. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Got their eye on the air. Oh, easy tech. Misses the drive impact. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Jumps up. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with
No,
a
es que haces más daño. Sí, o sea, ese es el error que haces. Sigues presionando el azul, te hace más daño.
Everything up with this super art connect. Burns 2 bars to pull out the super. Box him with a target combo. Now, can they finish the brushes that off and keeps going? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. What'll happen here? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Quick breather. Jumps. Burnout activates. Scrapping it out up close. Jumps to Noble. This is gonna hurt. KO.
Nope.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Goes for the jump in to start. It's time for charges forward. Counters with amnesia. Nice read. Both fighters, they were right to be on guard there. Oh, and with a rock. Amazing. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Tons of space to do it. There's the counter we wanted. Closes in. Will this super art do anything?
Oh, la cago.
Time for just throws him. Player 2 is in a very impact squat. Connects with the throw. What's next? Jinrai? Overhead, but it won't work.
La cago.
Throws him in the minefield. There's a burnout. Player 1 can't use any drive. They are done.
No digas
Was
mamá.
definitely sweaty during that well-earned
¿De
win.
dónde la ganaba?
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Excellent block. Jump. Shorter you can. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Goes for the throw. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The jump in catches them. Takes a trip. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Will this super art connect? Next hit will end the round. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Whiffs the throw. The jump in is denied. Time's the only thing moving here. The fighters continue to springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 1 will look drive rush to keep it going. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Player 2 hits them with a stop and bop. Oh, what's this? Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, going to draw critical. What's gonna happen?
Nah, qué
We're dealing
mamada.
with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Quick breather. Player 1 is in a
GG's.
very good spot. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Oh, talk about a smart play to stop the opponent.
Pero ve, si te acercas de esa forma no gastas tanta barra.
Brushes off the throw. Not much damage.
Gastas una barra
but they may
de
be looking
legs.
for an opening to run with. Saw that low heavy coming. Next up, that tech's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Reads them. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Box him with a target combo. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage.
A ver qué hace, a ver qué hace.
Dashes forward. Player 1 turned this right around with that super. What's the next move? They were right to be on guard.
Jeez.
Pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
¿Cómo crees?
Gets scooped from down low. Can't tech the throw. Springs forward with a drive rush. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Takes them and goes in for the hug. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2, both experiencing burnout. Drive rush. Pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand it? He flatlines them.
Poco a poco. Lo estoy
Player
controlando.
2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws him. What's next? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here?
Chin.
The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. I think both fighters want to keep an eye on their drive gauge and try to refill it whenever they can. Oh, burnout on both sides? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Heading into the endgame, gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Combo with the target combo. Doesn't miss a beat.
Hay un enganche, no me lo hubiera esperado el enganche.
Can't use brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? 3-volt ices him. Hanging on for dear life. Hey,
Oh, qué grosero.
brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a
Ya,
streak.
última de chill, ¿no? Ya.
Right back into
Nada
the
mames, son las
rematch. We ain't
11:50,
even
última,
close to
bye.
done yet.
Gol gana.
Solid throw tech.
Son las 11:50. Bye, gol gana.
Steps in for the throw. Player 2 with the life lead. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Nails the anti-air. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Takes the chance to hurt him. Takes a big gamble
Oh,
and rips
fuck.
out a raw super. Taking stock with this super art connect in a dire situation.
No creí que
They
ibas
can't
a
afford
aplicar
any
eso, creí que
mistakes.
hacer enganche.
Experience pain. Oh.
Easy.
Player 2 picks up
Nah.
the first round. That'll give them a psychological
Nah.
advantage. Immediate jump in. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 has the life lead. Can smart play to stop the opponent there. Sends a clear message with that counter. Big throws. Knockdown and amnesia. Yo, put that away. Three glove. Jump. scrapping it out up close. Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going.
Chinga.
A quick breather. Goes with the safe stuff with that.
No, buenarda. Estuvo. Ve qué combazo. Qué combazo.
All on the drive rush. Can either of these five turns out? That combo.
Easy, easy, easy.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Ya, Golgano ya estuvo, ¿no? El Golgano, bye. Oh, mames,
It's not
ya.
over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets the jump in. Parries the attack. Throws him.
Pues no sé, nada más termina de hacer tu combo.
To score the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Reads them. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Gets them. Player 2 on the boards first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Grabs them. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. 3-volt. Player experiencing burnout. 3-volt ices them. Player just goes for it at this range. Shifu Jinrai doing the business. Both fighters planning something. Player 2 connects.
Eres
with the
caca,
throw.
bye.
Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. All in with the rush. Off for the critical art.
Meaningless efforts.
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna rip their
Interdiction.
backbone, but also their nerves. Both sides getting ready. Player
Yeah.
2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Oh my god. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Flatline zone.
GG.
Player 2
GG.
was an absolute beast in that match.
Tienes que atajado. Ya se fue.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. They exchange blows. Flashes. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Is that a good decision? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Fires off an overdrive. Alright. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Taking stock. In a dire situation. They can't afford any with this super art connect.
Chin.
The Dragon Last Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 1 might have just
Chin.
shifted this round into high gear. That was a
Chin.
brutal cross.
Palobi,
Player
Maxi.
1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. This Dragon Last Flame
No sé
could be
cómo
big.
pararme.
Now, can they finish the job? Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. Player pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Wow, that's some big time damage there. Both fighters planning something? In there! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Connects with the throw. The last round is now or never. A jump, clutch, anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Stone Cold embrace. Can't block though. Nothing stops this train. What turns out? The Triglav skewers them. Raw super art incoming. Getting it all on this level 2 super art. Lands the super. Time for that combo finishes it.
JP, bro.
Player 2 was an absolute beast. in
Bueno,
that match.
GG, descansa. No, Fortnite, no digas eso.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Crowns them from above. Grabs them with the embrace.
Cúrate,
Player
marica.
2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Does a good job of pushing back. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Time's the only thing moving here. Player one saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Life lead opens up. Flashes it. Experiencing burnout. Taking stock. Counters with amnesia. Nice read. Spikes him with three glove. This is the range with burnout activates.
No, por andar jugando.
Triple Jin right hit. Good damage option there. Going in. Player one might have just shifted this round into high gear. Both players fires off the Chernobyl. To come from the brink like that, what a comeback.
Le chill,
Player
le
one
chill, le
with
chill.
a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Flashes them. How will they take advantage? Player two was kept on their toes all
qué
round.
marica.
Didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently.
Eso sí.
You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. They're backed up into the corner. Extra spicy Shoryu connects.
Pinche
Quick
saltita.
breather. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Three volts?
Pues sí, pero me dice tiempo de activar el mío.
It's the interdiction. They've been waiting for this. This could change everything. Player one can't use any drive moves. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Easy.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. And hits him with a stopping bomb. Spikes him with three glove. There's the burnout. Jump. Just goes for it at this range. What will they do next? Drops him hard. Player one is looking at the ball coming for you. Target combo into both sides getting ready. Who will set the bait at this range? Dribble! Down on life. What a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Lo siento, ya tenía que sacar el verdadero JP.
It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that gun. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. A drive impact. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Taking stock. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Burnout is triggered. All right, what's coming up next? Goes for the super art? They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? KO!
Vale.
Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Combo with the target combo. 3 volt. Cages them in with the Latsuka. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Player two is dominating this match. One chance here may end this. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect.
Desvertí el instinto de JP.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Hold your breath.
Buenardo,
Lands a
buenardo.
punish counter for the first hit. Uses the target
Ese
combo
me
to
está
take a
gustando,
chunk
que
of
ya
damage.
aprendiste a usar ese otro golpe.
The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Takes a trip.
Oh,
For the throw to close it out.
sí que anda
Player
mimido.
one on the board first
Ya
with the
gol
win.
gana,
They'll
gol
want
gana,
to
por
keep the
favor.
pressure on.
Ya, esto es gol gana.
Dashes up. The throw misses. Pounding them with the Latsuka. Can they stand the heat? Using the super can open up huge chances for you. Spikes them with three glove. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Counters with amnesia. Nice read. need to use their meter here wisely. Gotta be kept experiencing burnout. Grab them with KO.
Easy, easy, easy,
Here's the
easy,
final
easy.
round. The real fight starts now. Flashes him. Jumps up, amnesia. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Pumps the brakes on impact. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Oh, here we go.
No,
Raw
estoy
super
atrás.
art incoming. Back into the corner. Getting it all on this level 2 super art. The super connect. Nails the 3-ball. What now? Sets up with the jump in. 3-ball. Okay, turns out. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Flatlines them. Gotta
GG.
hand it to both of our fighters.
Te
They put on
rifaste.
a real clinic for us.
Ganas de 3. Es lo que importa.
It's not over yet.
Antes
Let's
ganabas
believe
una.
it's time for that run back. Grabs and throws him away.
Sí,
Jumps. Takes him all the way to
pues
the
sí, pero
corner.
con el Dan match yo ya no entro en modo pelea.
Still slugging it out here. What's the play here? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. This is a tough start. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps up smart play to stop the opponent there. Sends a clear message with that counter. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Looking to impress with this super Shikujinrai hit.
Haz de los comebacks.
Player 1 is dominating this match. 3-ball ices him. Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. Quick breather. Can this drive bring them back?
No, pinche Jippy, te tardas un buen en
We're
poner
going
las
into the
trampas.
final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Ah, GG.
Huge punish counter right in the opening seconds of this round. 3-ball. It's a good spot to use the super. Uh-oh.
Oh,
This
yeah.
could really tip the scales. This is a bad situation to be in. All the throws
Oh.
connects. A jump. Black blocks the low kick. Throws him. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Both sides. Oh, coming for you. Connects with the throw. Uses the teleport. Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Closes it out.
Ya estamos a nada de entrar. ¿Qué? Pues a la 40, ¿no? Va.
They're still hungry. Both
Ya,
sides stepping
con
up
esta
for
gana y ya,
revenge.
güey.
Uses the target combo as a filler. Sticks the combo. Decent damage.
Ah.
What's next? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Reads them. Their life is looking critical. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so
Oh.
vital. Counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 is going to have a burnout
Ah,
activates.
qué mamada, pinche
Player
Jippy.
2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Throwing some shade. That's a counter. Oh, they're in the corner. In there. Player 2 took no time
Lol,
to
estuvo
finish that
buena.
fight.
GG's, bro. GG's, bro. Descansa. Ay,
Right back into the
joder.
arena. We ain't even close to done yet. stops the attack by using a drive kick. Easily escapes.
Ah,
Rushes
buena
off the
mierda.
throw. Blocks the jump in. Backs them into the corner. That was a solid anti-air. Wow. Shut down. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. All right, what's coming up next? Box him with a target combo. Blocks the low heavy. Goes for the super art. 3-volt ices him. Drive usage is back on the table. This is the range where things get... just goes for it and hit KO. Player 2 picks up the
Sí,
first
ya.
round. That'll give them a
Tú ganaste
psychological
3,
advantage.
ayer ganaste una.
Jumps. Who's going to start things off? Baits them and goes in for the hug. G-Drive kick for a mix-up. Still scrapping for control of the space. 3-volt. They were expecting that drive impact. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Pounding them with the La Chuca.
Sí me
Can
salió.
they stand the heat?
Mira esto.
Using the super, experiencing burnout. Player 2
¡Oh! ¡Uf! ¡Uf! Me salió, me salió.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
De chilo, bro. Uf. Lo traía en la mente,
How is this
pero
rematch going to
salió.
play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Great
Ay.
work finding the opening. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Taking stock. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Okay, creating some space here. Time's the only thing moving here. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Hits them with a stop and pop. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up and experiencing burnout? Goes for the super art early to try and establish a big life lead from the get-go. How will this impact things? Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters, they're going for the super art. Grabs them with the embrace. Going in.
No, dame el perfect, déjame dormir tranquilo.
Burnout and KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Oh, with the drive impact. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They break things off to take a quick breather. Not shy with the grab. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Tree glove. So, what's next? Nice counter. Knockdown. Just goes for it at this range. KO.
Ni pude probar mi mega
No
combo.
time to finish that fight.
Ah, madre. Pokeando,
Right
se
back
dice,
into the
pokeando
rematch. We
daño.
ain't even close to done yet. Misses the drive impact. The throw misses. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Opts for the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Parries the attack and Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Reads them. Player 2 creates a KO. Player 2 takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Dashes forward. Can't tech the throw. Torbalan. Player 2 can build off this lead. Throwing some shit, charges forward. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Counting them with the Lachuka.
Ah, que me
Can they
falló.
stand the heat? Player 1 is barely hanging in to Nova. Dashes up. Quick dash. It's a good spot to use the super. Are we going to see a comeback here? You've got to be mindful. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Throws them. How long will this offensive assault continue? Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Connects with the throw. There's a burnout.
Qué marica.
Oh my god, what a throw check. The next touch turns, chisels him down.
Ah, nada más estaba
Both
jugando.
fighters gotta go all in from this one. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Hits him with a stopping block. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge threat. Impact squat. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Plus anti-air. Carries. This is gonna hurt. Player Lachuka throws him in the minefield. Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. All in with a rush. Turns out. Oh, here we go.
Sí me da, ¿no? Sí.
Come on now, let me hear you say it.
¡Repa! ¡Sí te abren! ¡Up!
Player hits the drive. There's a burnout. A wheel test him. This can lead to some big damage. Dangerous range, solid anti-air. Grabs him. No super art on deck. No life left. How will they close it out?
No lo haga, compa. No quiero matarte.
Answers with a fireball. The reactions on display are done.
Por poquito, por no animarte a dar el golpe.
For this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Por putito, cámara, descansa. Cámara, bye.